Hello, how is everybody doing? What is going on? Thank you for joining us for the Mental Health Mondays, the fall winter edition. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for all the great videos that will be coming out these next couple of months to be able to ensure that you have a wonderful mental health Q4 end of the season, end of the year kind of thing. So Mental Health Monday is always a great time. Today we're going to be talking about, is winter blues a thing? Have you heard of this? Have you heard of this? Tell me in the comments, have you heard of winter blues? If not, let me know also in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, get notifications so you're up to date on it. I have the pleasure of having Tricia Patterson, licensed professional counselor, being along this conversation. So help me welcome Tricia back to the conversation.
Queen, and I am Academy. Thank you all so much for having me. I just love the time that we spend together. I love the work that we get to do together. So thank you for having me. If there's anyone out there that's interested in me getting in touch with me, again, I'm Tricia Patterson, a licensed professional counselor. Um, and I'm in private practice at True Inspiration Counseling Services. You can reach me at www.ticounseling.com, www.ticounseling.com, and our phone number is 469-273-1390, 469-273-1390.
Thank you. Y'all make sure y'all connect with Trisha. I'm gonna have all her information in the description box as well. So that way if you didn't get it, you can get it and get in contact with her, because all the gems that she's been dropping this whole time has just been wonderful. It's a beautiful thing. I love our connection, and I love your advocacy for mental health. And so it just inspires me. And I think it's always needed to talk about in our community, because it's not talked about as often. And I think that the more we talk about it, the more people that are going to be able to reach out and get help and get the assistance that they need. So I think it's just absolutely beautiful thing. So thank you for your time.
Queen, it is essential, and I think that is one of the things I love about our connection is our advocacy for the wellness of others, and then that mental health component, because we don't talk about mental health as we should. We are more now than
Yeah.
we have in the past, but in especially in the African American communities, we don't. We've swept things under the rug. We act like they don't exist, and then they only manifest intensified or magnified exponentially, down the road. And we see it in our children, our grandchildren, and if we look back a couple of generations, we see the same, things in our parents, our grandparents, even our great grandparents. But if no one stops to shift the trajectory, we will continue to perpetuate the same pathology that has hindered us, especially in the area of mental health. So it is important, so important. You all, Queen asked a valid question today, and we're going to jump right on in. Queen said, Tricia, is winter blues a thing? And do you have winter blues? I said, well, goodness now. She just coming for me, y'all. Queen comes for me sometimes. She comes for me, but that's all right. I'm prepared. I'm prepared. And to answer your question, Queen, yes, most definitely, winter blues is a thing. The winter blues are truly a thing. And then you ask yourself, do you have the winter blues? So then I'm going to ask you the question. And the winter blues are known professionally as seasonal affective disorder. Okay. It is a type of depression. It is a type of depression that affects millions of adults. It usually sets in around the fall, and or at least manifests around the fall and winter of every year. Okay. It just comes. It usually affects individuals that are already predisposed to mental health disorders. So if mental health challenges or depression runs in your family, you may be more susceptible to it. If you find that every year around this time you found yourself extremely depressed, if you are sad, if you have low energy, if you feel hopeless or worthless, if you are having difficulty concentrating, you may want to seek a mental health professional to see if you have um, seasonal affective disorder. Also, if you are oversleeping, so if you have hypersomnia, right, that hibernating, if you find yourself overeating and craving carbs, weight gain, and I'm not just talking about the holidays because y'all know Thanksgiving and Christmas, it draws for that. Let's eat, let's eat. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about extra. Um, if you feel the need to socially withdraw, um, you don't want to be around any friends, you don't want to be around any family, okay? You want to be mindful of that. And those are just a few of the symptoms of SAD. If you've noticed that for the last 3, 4, 5 years, you find yourself in this place, or the last 7, 8, 9, 10 years, you found yourself in this place, then you want to seek mental health, a medical professional, be it mental health professional or a medical professional. Psychotherapy or either light treatment with the bright light can help. Sometimes antidepressant medications can help. But again, I will advocate that you see a medical professional for the onset of any type of prescriptions. Okay. Always seek your professional help. Cousins, uncles, brothers, mamas, grannies, they're good, but they're good and we need them. They're part of our village, like by all means. But there are certain people, in Queen says this all the time about my hours. Yes, I have several thousand hours, over 5,000 hours of training that has gone into my license and my degree. So I have a degree in counseling plus a license. So there are certification exams, all of that. You want to make sure that your person is a professional in the area that you're seeking help in. Okay. Make sure that they're a professional. If you're looking for a licensed professional, an excellent website is www.psychologytoday.com. As I mentioned, I'm only licensed in the state of Texas. Well, that website at psychologytoday.com allows you to put in several different criteria that you're looking for. So you can find a licensed professional in your area, or if you're looking for a male or female, insurance, no insurance, um, spiritual based or non-spiritual based, if sexual preferences or assimilation groups, whatever, however, that is an excellent resource. So we're talking about navigating our winter blues, a thing, and how do we navigate them? Get some help. Don't be in denial about where you are. Also, if you're beyond an immediate therapist and you feel like, hey, I'm about to cause harm to myself or to someone else, there's a National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, Queen and family. The number is 1-800-273-TALK, 1-800-273-TALK, or 8255. For those of you who want to text the word hello to the number 741-741. Text hello, HELLO, to the number 741-741 for immediate assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful also that they have that text component, because some people may not feel like they want to express themselves verbally. So I do love that component that has been added. That's an added update. It's going along with the times of technology and communication. So I appreciate that has been added to the facet. Do you have one more pro tip that you want to give us to be able to come back? And well, before I ask that, I want to say thank you for putting language with just the winter blues, because that's what grandma, auntie, uncle, boo boo and them been telling us. This is just the winter blues. You're gonna get over it, which we do get over it, but you can get over it better, not just sweeping it under the rug, when you do have a licensed professional counselor. So thank you for sharing that. But do you have an additional tip that we can chew on in addition to the things that you've already shared?
Sure. If you don't mind, I want to add two things. You asked about the winter blues and the validity of them, and then I'm going to leave you with one more pro tip. Um, Statistically, the suicide rate in Seattle, Washington, is higher than any other area in the United States. And that is because the sun does not shine a majority of the year. We It has to do, and sad, though researchers cannot say that they know the definitive cause for seasonal affective disorder. They do, however, tie it to the levels of vitamin D and our serotonin and melatonin. And so when those levels are imbalanced, sometimes, especially individuals with SAD, it makes it more difficult for them to adjust to the time change, the shorter days, the darkness that comes along with that. So you all don't laugh at anybody or talk about people who say they're having a hard time, because it really could be real or something significant for them in the season, just because the sun is going down earlier. We are connected. We were created on purpose for purpose, and the heaven and the stars and all of that. We were created for well, there's a bigger purpose. And so, be that the case, um, when you don't get what you need biologically, then for some people, it creates major imbalances. So don't deny yourself. Again, get help. And then the last pro tip I want to share is focus on what you do have. Sometimes we get caught up on what we don't have, and we go down this slippery slope of oh woe is me. And be careful not to do that. And that's for everybody. Write down the things that you know that you do have, the things that you're grateful for, the things that mean the world to you, and focus on those things. So during the season, especially, do more of those things. If there's something you've yet to start it. Okay, so Queen, this is a little offshoot, but I like to. There are certain things, foods I like to grill, like fruit, and I know that just trips some people out. That, oh, she wants to grill fruit and vegetables and all of that. Well, I bought a grill. It set out, for about a month. It was too hot in Texas to grill, so the weather finally broke, and I started grilling. I've grilled twice, but I'm just in love and have this like new found joy of what I've been able to put on the grill, from my corn, my asparagus, my squash. I did some peaches and some pineapples. I did some shrimp skewers. Oh, honey, some chicken sausages. I have just been on a rampage. And I'm saying that to say, how do you combat winter blues? Do imbibe in a new activity. Connect yourself with a new activity, or revisit something you used to do that you don't do anymore. And find joy in those things. That's how you combat the winter blues. Yeah, yeah.
I
So
love that.
focus on, yeah.
I love that, Tricia. I've been enjoying your grilling pictures. I'm like, ooh, Tricia, save me some grilled corn, because that's the best way. It could be 20 below zero. I'm gonna get out on the grill and grill some corn. So, so
And I
thank
feel like I'm doing something. Like
you.
y'all can't tell me I'm not doing nothing. I'm like, oh yeah, I got this. So I'm thoroughly enjoying myself, y'all. And this sun, y'all see this strip of sun? It's just, it is what it is, you all. So just, modern technology at its at its best, the imperfections of perfection. We still moving forward with what we have. You all can see my face, so I'm still here. Queen, you okay with my stripe?
I'm okay with your stripe. I'm okay with your stripe, because what I know for sure is that the information that you're giving to us is imperative, and that uh-oh, we got a little background noise now.
Oh, y'all, this is just going down. See, but you all get to see, ride with the imperfections of life. Focus on what you do have. We have information to share. Queen and I have a relationship. So, see, we're doing the same things we're talking about. It's happening right now, and you all get to see it. I'm not focusing on what isn't. I'm not focusing on this isn't a perfect scene. It isn't. No, what I'm focusing on is I get the opportunity to share some amazing, life changing information despite the circumstance. And I get to do it with someone who I thoroughly enjoy and am grateful to partner on this journey with. So that's that last tip in action. You all are getting to experience it.
Absolutely. And that's the beautiful thing about this, that this is not scripted. This is just, we are doing it. And it's not always about the how everything is done. It's the why. And so when we lean into the why, that's why we're here. So thank you so much, Tricia. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Queen, and everyone.